All right, Coach. Introduce yourself, and we'll get started.
I'm Russ Penell. I'm the head men's basketball coach at the University of Central Arkansas.
Practice. We just started this thing we just talked about. Freshmen, guys returning. Is it a blend? Is it a pull your hair out day? What's going on?
We're kind of starting a new era a little bit. We had a really good guard named Jordan Howard, who was the Southland Conference Player of the Year last year, who was a senior, and so we've kind of got a new group. And we were able to play 3 freshmen quite a bit last year, so I don't feel like we're bankrupt of experience, but we need to find some new roles for people. We got to find out who we can count on in clutch moments, who we'll take the basketball to when we need a basket, those type of things. I love our talent, and as I told the team yesterday, I think we're a talented team. I don't think we're a good team yet. And I think those are the things that we're trying to put together these first 6 weeks of practice.
Freshman, who's challenging? Is anybody challenging?
Yeah, we had a really good recruiting class. In fact, we had a top 100 recruiting class, which in the Southland Conference doesn't happen very often. But we have 3 guys in particular I think are going to help us. We have a young man named Kaleem Bennett, who's from Toronto in Canada, played at Sunrise Christian, and he's about a 6'5" wing. He's been fantastic this early part of the year. And then we have a young man named Eddie Kayaloud, who's from France, who played at Oak Hill Academy last year and was a 5th starter on that team that was nationally ranked. And then a young man that is named Jackson Baker, who's from Phoenix, Arizona, who's a good player. So those 3 guys are challenging our veteran guys. They'll definitely get some minutes, and if our veterans don't watch it, they might get more than minutes.
That's a smile on your face. That's a good thing when you're looking at, especially new guys coming in. Talk about your non-conference schedule.
We're playing a very aggressive schedule, which a lot of the Southland conferences do. We open with Missouri on November 6th, but we also have Pittsburgh, Louisville, Indiana, Oklahoma State, New Mexico on the schedule. So, in the Southland Conference, we all have to make our budgets. But it also, for us, we think it's a recruiting advantage. We find kids want to play those schedules. They're not afraid of it, and they want to challenge themselves. So, I would just as soon play those games and have that opportunity to either get some national exposure. Last year we played UCLA and got beaten overtime. Probably should have won the game. Then we went to Cal and won the game by 27 points. So, we feel like we can compete with those teams. And we think it's a challenge that just toughens us up and gets us ready for Southland play.
Speaking of 18 games, then you got 8 more, and then 8 teams is trying to get into the conference tournament. Talk about that grind every night just to get to that point.
Yeah, you can honestly be a high seed one week and lose a couple of games and you're out of the tournament. And I think that's the thing that makes it exciting. I think the whole key to getting a good seed and having a good run in the Southland Conference, you got to defend home court. You got to do a good job at home, and then if you could just go on the road and split. And that's easier said than done. It's a difficult task to go on the road in this league, which most leagues are, and come out with victories. And I think the whole key, and we preach with our team, is just don't drop a game that you shouldn't drop. And I think that's usually where teams get in trouble and why you have to kind of press and panic at the end, because your margin of error is so thin. So, the old cliche is playing a game at a time, but it really is true.
Talk about what's going on campus as far as facilities, what's available to students, recruits, and all.
Yeah. University of Central Arkansas actually leads the Southland Conference in scholar athletes. Our athletic department does a phenomenal job of giving us, academic services. I think the coaches at UCA do a good job of recruiting kids. I mentioned my little guard last year, Jordan Howard. He not only was the player of the year, he was the student athlete of the year, graduated with 3.8 GPA. Our team GPA is 3.2, and we're actually one of the lowest sports, to be honest with you. So from an academic standpoint, UCA is a very, very fine school. The campus itself, we've got about 11,000 students, a lot of things going on. I think that in our recruiting, people are really surprised when they come and visit UCA. They didn't realize that we had the facilities we have. We have a phenomenal practice gym and a weight room that are right there in our arena. Our kids have access to that practice gym 24/7. Their ID card is swiped and the door opens. So if you want to get better, you certainly have that opportunity. And then, the thing I love about UCA the most is the camaraderie, just from our athletic director, Dr. Brad Teague, all the way down to the other coaches. Everyone supports each other. Conway's a town, about 60,000 people, and a lot of things revolve around UCA. So I feel real blessed and grateful to be working there.
All right, Coach, introduce yourself and we'll close this out.
This is Russ Penell, head coach, University of Central Arkansas.
This is Jerry Lee Woodley Jr., the College Sports Report, here in Houston, Texas, Southland Conference Basketball Media Day.